Hello, friends, and welcome to Pathologic, Volume 7, Episode 7. Today we will be solving a puzzle called Juosan, and I don't know anything more about it than that, so let's figure it out together as we take a look at the rules. In a Juosan puzzle, we place a horizontal or vertical line into each cell, traveling from edge to edge. You can see that in the example solution. We're just drawing a line in every cell, either up and down or left and right. A number in a region represents how many horizontal or vertical lines it contains, whichever there's at least half of. So this 4 in the middle tells us that there either are 4 horizontals and 1 vertical, or 4 verticals and 1 horizontal. The 1 clue means we have 1 of each. The 3 clue here means we have 3 of one and none of the other. Finally, there may not exist a run of 3 consecutive cells containing parallel distinct lines anywhere in the grid. So once we have 2 parallel lines, we can't have a third one. But if they are going the same direction, there's no restriction on how many in a row we can have. Those are the rules of Juosan, so it's time to solve a puzzle. Today's Juosan puzzle was set by Jovial. Starting right in the corner here, I see that we have 3 lines that are all going to go the same direction, and that will tell us right away which direction that is, because we can't have more than 2 parallel lines anywhere in the grid. So these can't be vertical. That would break that restriction. So they are horizontal. Let's see. We have exactly the same situation over here with this 3 and this 3 and this 3. Those are all just givens for us. Working our way down from that, this region has 2 that are the same, and if they were horizontal, we'd end up with 3 parallel lines going this way. So these 2 must be vertical. Let's see. What can we do next? 4 in a 2x2 doesn't give us too much by itself. If it were up against another known cell, we'd get a lot from that, but we don't have that. I think we're gonna get to do a lot with this 4 in a 5-cell horizontal region as soon as we have 1 of them. The rest are gonna fall in line, but there's a ways to get there. These 5 regions in a 6-cell area are going to have to, the 5-ness of it is going to have to go in the direction of the length of the thing, because however we split this into 5 and 1, we're going to have 3 that are the same part of the 5 in the same column, and they're not going to be able to be horizontal. They're going to need to be vertical, and that would apply to this one going the opposite direction. But I don't know how to use that insight immediately without more information to go on. So that means, for example, at least one of these top 2 cells is vertical. If it were telling us horizontal, maybe that would do something with this 3 clue, but I don't see it. So where are we going to look next? We're probably supposed to think about, okay, this 4 will tell us something, because as we said, they all go the same direction. So by itself, that doesn't do anything, but next to this vertical line, it does. These can't all be vertical, because then we'd have 3 in a row. So these are all horizontal, and that will get us going. because we've got 2 in a row vertically here that are going the same direction. So we've got to break up that streak on both sides. As soon as we have these 2, this has got to be horizontal. And the fact that this has 4 going the same direction means these last 2 have to be vertical to match these 2. Vertical, vertical, another horizontal to break that streak up. And we're in a region where they're all the same. So those all get horizontals. And that tells us that these 2 must be vertical below it in order to stop 3 in a row. 3 in a row is going that way. We need to stop a 3 in a row going here. We need to stop a 3 in a row horizontally here. That was a nice little burst of energy there. That one is the same. We need to avoid 3 in a row. So now in this 5 region, we have 2 that are different. So these 4 all have to be the same. And if they were all horizontal, we'd have that problem. So they're all vertical, all the rest of them. And these are going to force horizontals in these 2. The 3 clue tells us that these verticals are the part of the 3. They're the larger share, so that one must be vertical as well. Okay, 3 here means we've got 2 horizontals and a vertical. This one can't be a vertical, or sorry, can't be a horizontal, because then we'd have 3 in a row going this way. So this is a vertical, giving us the 3 we need for the clue. So these 2 are horizontal. We need this 4 next. If these were all horizontal, we'd have a problem because of these horizontals. So these are all vertical. That forces a horizontal here. That forces a vertical here. 3 all the same. If they're vertical, this one poses a problem now. So these are all horizontal, forcing a vertical down here from these 2. Then, what's weak now? We've got a lot of bits pointing outward over here. This one sadly does not give us a number to help us out. Here, this 5er, we know that from our previous logic, one of these runs is a full vertical line, and the other one has a single horizontal. I don't know that that's helpful yet. I feel like I should have learned some lessons at this point that I haven't internalized yet. This 4 is going to be either all horizontal or all vertical, and this one causes a problem for that. So they need to be horizontal, and that gives me some verticals right there. The 2 tells me that these 2 must be paired up with 2 horizontals. We have to stop 3 in a row, so those get horizontals, and this 1 clue tells me this one is vertical. And now our 5 that we discussed before, we know that the full vertical line isn't over here, so it's over here. And these 2 are vertical as well, and that forces a bunch of, well, at least a couple horizontal lines over here, which in turn force vertical lines. And this 5 clue, we have a mismatched set, so we can say that the horizontal that we need must be up here, and these 2 must also be horizontal. That tells us that these are vertical, and in fact this 4 clue is all vertical, forcing this to be horizontal. And this 2 clue, we have 2 that are the same, so the other 2 have to be the other way. Let's see if we can clean up these 2 areas down here. This 4, what if the 4 that were in common were vertical? then they would be these 4, and that's a contradiction. So the 4 that we have are all horizontal. This can't be one of them because then we get 3 in a row. So the other 3 are all horizontal. And right here, we can't put a vertical line here because then we get 3 in a row. And then we can't put a horizontal line here because of these 2. So all we've got is this corner. We've got 3 that are all the same here. And if they were horizontal, we'd end up with 3 in a row right there. So they are all vertical. This has to be horizontal to avoid these 2 from connecting. And these 2 are all that are left. They clearly can't both be vertical. That would be a contradiction, but I think they can do several things. Oh, this is the one. This is the cell. Because of this horizontal and this horizontal, we can't connect them up. So that's vertical. And now we've got 2 verticals in a row, forcing this one to be horizontal. And that is how you solve a Juosan.